welcome to another episode of Eternal Connection on Blog Talk Radio. My name is Daniel Feint, and I will be hosting the next 15 minutes of this show. Today we will be talking about the topic of equal love, and so we're going to explore different aspects of that philosophically about relationships. They say that you tell others about or teach other people about what you truly need to learn or need to hear for yourself. So that's kind of what I'm working with right now. I'm studying A Course in Miracles and the different aspects of illusion in fear rather than the truth of love, and to be making decisions from my soul rather than doubt or any other kind of aspect of something that isn't the attributes of love. So in an exploration of that, as well as the possible dating scene and different aspects of what people might be going through in life, I wanted to address the idea of relationships and how that two people need to be equals in the relationship, because whether somebody is put on a pedestal or is looked at outside of themselves as something that they need for their happiness, then it's destined to failure if that isn't shifted into a holy relationship, which is where a person is content and finds their happiness within them, their infinite soul, and knows all the traits of who they are as an infinite being, made of love, pure love. So when we look from a view of the soul with pure love, a friendship is destined for success, or any kind of relationship. To see the infinite soul in another is to see it in oneself. So with these type of views in interacting with other people, it could be very beneficial. Now, I find myself shifting from realistic points of view or idealism, and I need to ask the question, how far can idealism go? Do we live in an imperfect world where it is wise to discern between the types of people we interact with? Are there people that are at the time not thinking clearly, or they're thinking from their ego or from fear, and there may be certain aspects of interacting with others to be sure that I recognize it as an illusion and not the true self of the person who is made of love. We are all made of love, as I see it. So I think that I just want to honor each person for who they uniquely are and for where they are in life. And if you don't know what to do, like I often don't, just ask a higher power in your life, like the Holy Spirit, for example, and to get some supernatural support for guidance and protection and wisdom and discernment and intuition, all those good things. Our unique individual strengths are all a part of the path that leads to our divine destiny. So, as far as romantic relationships, which I've been exploring the ideas of that, I sometimes feel that, at least from my perspective, that honoring women just for their beauty and not their character or intelligence is not seeing completely who they truly are. Just the vessel that their soul is in it's difficult to say, but I know that if you're a woman honoring a man for his financial success rather than the ability to live from his heart and soul, and these might be biased perceptions of myself and perspectives of how I see things, but we're approaching about getting close to the 6-minute mark of the 15 or 13, 14 minutes of the show. So I'm going to just step back, recap, and try to add some things to the subject of what we're talking about, which is the idea of equal love. I feel that everybody in the world wants to recognize the love within themselves. Oftentimes we look for it outside of ourselves, and we're never going to find it because the responsibility is for us to recognize that it's who we are. The same applies for relationships or money or goals that we're looking outside. Somebody has once said, if you're doing something in order to be happy, you're doing it in the wrong order. It's actually Michael Neal that said that. You can check out his work at supercoach.com. And I just feel that if somebody's authentic, then they know the truth about who they are and the world that they live in. Things are constantly changing within this. I mean, it's expanding. It's new territory at times. My neighbor told me to expect the unexpected. I think that's very wise. Somebody also said that planning is very valuable, but to set a static plan is worthless because things are consistently changing, and it's good to have an idea about where you're heading and what direction you want to go in. But at the same time, to be alive in the moment and to know what you truly want and who you are and all those valuable aspects of life. So if you're just tuning in, this is the Eternal Connection Show on Blog Talk Radio. Or if you're listening to a podcast from iTunes, we are talking about equal love, and my name is Daniel Feint. I'm the host, at least for this show, because it's my voice that's being broadcasted, so I guess that's how I define the title. But if you want to find out more about my work or look up other radio programs that I've recorded or artwork that I've painted or sketched, I've written a lot of poetry and done a lot of philosophical exploration from what I've learned and from what has been taught. So you can find that out at my official website, danielfeind.com, which is DanielFeind.com. You can look at the show page to see how you spell my name, to just Google it and search for other things on YouTube or any other aspect of my online presence. I have a blog and such things like that. So, getting back to the topic, I guess I'm going to conclude with what's truly going on within me right now. I feel a little bit shaky. I feel a little bit self-conscious. I feel about a little bit of doubt in recording this and what I'm saying. I feel a lack of courage. All these things, in my opinion, are illusion because they're based on fear. I'm hoping that just by identifying that I can realign back into the aspects of confidence and courage and faith and knowing and the soul's perspective of love. So oftentimes, life is going ups and downs and levels of consciousness or interactions in different situations. As the moments change, we need to change with it. We need to be mindful of what's going on within and without, on the outside as well as within us. Ideally, I feel that our perception is very much a key to this. It's been said that if you talk to a Zen master and say, "Oh, it's all in my mind, it's all just thoughts," and then he whacks you with a stick or something. That's I think that's a key parable or story as to what's going on in this world and interacting with this world. We have a lot of capabilities and possibilities with interacting with our thoughts, but ultimately we're not in control. And I'm hoping that this isn't me overthinking things and just sharing the thoughts. My intentions are that this show is helpful, that it gives you things to think about or possibly helps you to make decisions in your life as to how you want to live. I really appreciate you listening to this. We're about over 11 minutes, so I guess I'm just going to conclude this, and I really appreciate you listening to my shows. I have a few, I feel from the statistics that I've looked on my page, that there's a few people, handful of people, dozen or more, that tune in each time, and I really appreciate that. And if you're one of those people, thank you very much. I hope that what I have to offer is helpful, and I wish you all the best in life. I hope that you're taking really good care of you, and that you're on the path that you want to be on in life, to, as I said earlier, that we're all part, all of who we are is a part of the path that leads to our divine destiny. So I'll just leave it at that. Have a great time, whether it's morning, noon, or night, and whenever you're listening to this, wherever. Thank you very much, and take good care.